my name is Davis, and this video is essentially the Nomad functionality in Milestone 3 deployment. So let's get started. I've cloned the repo locally in my control server, which is a Vagrant VM. And as you can see, these are the files in the Nomad directory. Now what I'm going to first do is create an EC2 cluster, essentially 3 nodes. One is a server, two as clients, and they are all part of the same VPC, and they are given 3 elastic IPs. So first of all, you can see that there's no running instances at the moment. This is my AWS console. So let's start with the first task, right? So that is Ansible playbook, creating the EC2 cluster. All right, so this gets executed, and so we'll try to launch the first master instance, then the 2 slave instance. Once this is done, I'll get back in the video. Okay, so the playbook is completed, and as you can see, 3 EC2 instances have been created, and now the next step is essentially to execute execute on the clients the checkbox IO application, that is installing that application, the dependencies for the application. And how I'm achieving this task is through the inventory file, where I specify the server and the clients. Here the server is given this elastic IP and the clients are given these 2 elastic IPs, and they take the Nomad role of a client and Nomad role of a server. And while I install checkbox IO applications dependencies, I will install it only on the clients. So yeah, right, so let me run that playbook now, which is on, I have to put the inventory file now, and checkbox IO, no, sorry, create application. I have forgotten the client's application setup. Alright, so once I'll execute this, and once this completes, we'll go on to the next step of installing Nomad. And here it says it's going to Nomad 3, then it's going to do it only on Nomad 3 and Nomad 2. And for some reason Nomad 2 is unreachable. Let me check. Alright, so what happened earlier was I gave the wrong elastic IPs in the inventory file, and so I fixed that error and executed the playbook error again, so as to get now the checkbox application on the 2 elastic IPs. But now what I have done is, I'm not running node server.js. I'm essentially, let me pull up the client app. So I'm just doing an npm install, and I'm not doing node server.js. So what you see right now is just the static HTML pages, because you have copied default and nginx.conf to the etc folder in the appropriate nginx path. So yeah, now I'm going to run node server.js through a job file, a checkbox.nomad job file, where I'm going to say only one of the nodes will run it, and it's a service essentially by default. So it's going to keep running it. It's going to keep listening. If it fails, it's going to execute that command on the next node in the cluster. So it's essentially a bash command. I'm going to use shell interpreter, and yeah, execute this command. So before that, I would have to create the install Nomad and on the client and the servers. So let's do that, and for doing that, the playbook is essentially nomad.yaml. So let me get started with that. Before we install Nomad, I have to install the Galaxy role specified in which is Brian Shumate Consul and Brian Shumate Nomad. And these rules help in the easy installation and clustering creation of a Nomad cluster. And the Nomad playbook is pretty straightforward. Okay, I don't have it. Let me just open it. So it just disables firewall, executes this ansible role, and yeah, and copies the checkbox nomad file onto the server. Okay, that error is because of specifying the wrong IP. And okay, so let me go ahead and execute the playbook. uh, okay, so I've just run the playbook, and you can see it's going on Nomad 3, Nomad 2, disabling firewall. So it's going to install it on all the instances. Okay, I'm going to pause the video till it completes. Alright, so as you can see, the all the nodes were bootstrapped together and to form the same, to be in the same nomad cluster, and it failed in this copy path because the path which I had specified was wrong. So I changed that, and it got copied. So the copy is copying the nomad, the job file for nomad onto the server. So let me go ahead and get the IPs and show you the cluster created. Alright, so let us just check out the Nomad cluster now. So I'm in the Nomad, the server, and these two are my clients, which is Nomad 2 and Nomad 3. So let's check out if currently there's no jobs running. Let's verify the membership of the other clients to the server, and we see both are in ready state, and they are given these two nomad IDs. Let's verify their server member status. Sorry, it is yeah, nomad server members. We see that it is part of the very same server 149, and we do the same thing here just to verify it all, and we see that too, 149. Now to run the job, I have already copied the file through the YAML script, so it should be in checkbox.yaml, and so let me just run the job. Nomad run the checkbox.yaml. Oh, sorry, and then checkbox.nomad, and I see the location ID. So with the allocation ID, now I can check which node it is allocated to, the very job. So I see that it is allocated to A00359. So let's just check which node that is. Node status. So that is node number 3, Nomad 3. And alright, so if I go and let me just check out so I'm essentially running server.js through my script. So 3. So here, see, this was from a past run. So This is Nomad 2, which is a 52 IP output, and this is Nomad 3. So if I look here, oh sorry, I see that it is running, and it is not running here. So now what I could do is I could go to Nomad 3, and I wouldn't get these options if I did not run server.js. So now let me go to Nomad 3 and kill it and see what happens and see if it is getting spawned on. So to kill the process, I could essentially just reboot the box. So wait 1 second, I'm in the, just need to figure out which node I'm on. So yeah, it's sudo reboot. I'll just reboot the box. So it's going down, and I verify the status. It's still, I think it should go down. It's not yet down, so let's just give it a few more minutes. And okay, let me just pause the video for a second. So I see that now it has gone down, and I was kicked out from my session, and yeah, it is down. So now let me see where is the job goes to, right? Let's see. If I refresh this, I shouldn't see the page. I mean, I would see, I think it would be in the cache. Yeah. But I essentially don't have server.js running here. And if I refresh this, so okay, I got the cache. Let me just refresh it. And I have it actually. So now server.js became implemented on Nomad 2.